Welcome to today's video on preparing for your Bursar job interview. If you're aiming to land this important role, you're in the right place. We'll guide you through some key questions that you're likely to encounter, starting with how you can demonstrate your ability to work well across departments to enhance financial efficiency. Let's dive in. Can you share a time when you successfully collaborated with other departments to boost financial efficiency? Interviewers ask this to see how you handle teamwork and collaboration in achieving financial goals. Here are some tips to help you prepare your answer. Choose a project that clearly shows your collaboration with multiple departments. Highlight your role and specific contributions. If possible, mention the financial impact with numbers. Talk about any challenges you faced and how you overcame them. Stress the vital role teamwork and communication played in your success. Now, let's look at an example. Answer to bring these tips to life.
In my last position, I spearheaded a project with both the IT and procurement teams to refine our vendor payment process. My role involved analyzing our cash flow and renegotiating payment terms, which cut down our payment processing time by 15%, significantly enhancing our cash flow.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for Bursar. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Describe a situation where you led a team through a challenging financial audit. How did you approach it? This question aims to assess your leadership skills and how you handle audits and unexpected challenges. Let's go over some pointers to help you answer effectively. Identify the challenge and clarify your role. Describe the steps you took to gear up your team. Explain how you dealt with issues during the audit. Mention the importance of keeping open communication. Wrap up by sharing the outcome and what you learned. Here's an example answer that puts these tips into action.
In my previous role, we encountered a sudden audit due to some discrepancies in our financial reporting. I quickly gathered my team to evaluate our documentation and pinpoint gaps. We devised a timeline for collecting necessary materials and assigned clear roles. During the audit, I ensured ongoing communication with both the auditors and my team, addressing issues swiftly. We passed the audit with only minor recommendations, which underscored the need for thorough preparation.
Can you tell me about a time you had to resolve a conflict between a department's budget needs and available funds? This question is designed to evaluate your conflict resolution and problem-solving skills within budget constraints. To answer this question well, keep these points in mind. Start with the STAR method. Situation, task, action, result. Clearly explain the conflict and budget limits. Showcase your analytical skills in reviewing expenditures. Highlight how you collaborated with departments to find solutions. End with the positive result and any lessons learned. Let's review a sample response to illustrate these points.
In my previous role as a finance officer, our marketing team wanted more budget for a new campaign, but funds were tight. I reviewed their current spending and found areas to reduce costs. After discussing with the marketing director, we agreed on a phased campaign approach that maximized their budget. This not only met their needs, but also ensured departmental goals were achieved, leading to a successful campaign launch within budget.
How would you handle discovering a significant discrepancy in a department's budget report? This question assesses your financial oversight and ability to address discrepancies effectively. Here are some guidelines to help structure your response. Thoroughly assess the discrepancy before taking action. Collect all relevant documentation and data. Have a transparent conversation with the department head about your findings. Propose corrective actions based on your analysis. Document the entire process for future reference. Here's an example of how you might respond.
First, I would scrutinize the discrepancy by examining budget reports and related documents. I would then meet with the department head to openly discuss my findings. Finally, I'd suggest adjustments needed to fix the situation and prevent future discrepancies.
How would you deal with a sudden revenue shortfall due to decreased enrollment? Interviewers ask this to evaluate your problem-solving skills and ability to manage financial challenges effectively. Consider these tips to frame your answer. Identify immediate areas for budget adjustments without cutting essential services. Look into alternative revenue sources, such as grants or partnerships. Communicate clearly with stakeholders about the situation. Implement strategies to attract and retain students. Keep a close eye on enrollment trends and adjust forecasts as needed. Here's an example. Answer to demonstrate how to address this scenario.
When facing a sudden revenue shortfall, my first step would be to assess the budget and cut non-essential expenses. I'd also explore grant opportunities and strengthen local business partnerships for alternative revenue. Communicating openly with stakeholders is crucial, as is launching targeted marketing efforts to boost enrollment.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free, just grab it below.